shipping wide receiver DJ Moore to Chicago, where the Bears plan to pair him with their young quarterback, Justin Fields.
Attaboy, Ryan Poles. The Bears pulled off the first blockbuster move of the offseason when they trade the #1 overall pick to Carolina in exchange for a package of draft picks and wide receiver DJ Moore. So while the picks are great, DJ, he has me so excited about what's going on in Chicago. If you know anything about me, I'm always like, DJ Moore, always 1,000 yards, 90 different quarterbacks that aren't up to snuff throwing him the ball, and he somehow is consistent and gets it done, and I love this. I've been a fan of his for a long time, and the Bears ranked dead last in the league in 2022 when it comes to production at the wide receiver position. So it seems like the perfect match on paper, but how does it look on film? Matt Hamilton, it's time for Hammer Time.
You can't touch this.
Hammy, I got a new studio.
It looks amazing, and I gotta tell you, if Maya was bored by the Pirates ride, I can't wait till she watches me break down some X's and O's. It's gonna be a real treat for her.
And we are very excited. You and I were talking about this on the phone yesterday as I was at Whole Foods running around like a psychopath. Tell everybody about that.
Just buying parsley, buying butter. I mean, I don't know who you are, but
I drove myself to Whole Foods. I parked, I went in, I bought butter and parsley. It was like a whole new me. It was crazy. Hammer, let's get serious about this. DJ Moore to Chicago. I'm excited. Should I be? I'm sure there's big playability there that you want to break down.
yeah, and as you mentioned, he's been so productive over the course of his 5 years in the league so far, with 10 different quarterbacks throwing him the ball. And he has some elite traits. And while he's averaged over 1,000 yards a season, I think he's only scratching the surface of his potential because of that inconsistency that he's had at quarterback. So let's take a look at that film now and look at some of these traits on display against one of the league's best corners in Patrick Surtain. He's going to be facing press man here. And to beat press man, you have to be physical. DJ's not the biggest guy, but he gets physical when he has to. Look at how he uses his arm to clear out some space here, create a pathway to get vertical. And what he's going to do here is work back towards the middle of the field. That may seem a little counterintuitive to work back into the defender, but what he's doing is what we call holding the numbers, creating space to the sideline to give his quarterback room to drop in the ball. And then he's going to look back, locate the ball. What that does, too, is it slows down Surtain, makes him have to turn and try to locate it, and that gives him just enough of an edge to be able to climb back on top of the corner. And you see the space that's still left because of the way he held the numbers, just enough room for the quarterback to drop that ball in. And we'll watch it again uninterrupted. All the little subtleties, all the little details give him that edge. And you look at the frustration from Surtain throwing his hands up to his head. You can't do anything better than Surtain did there, and DJ Moore still got the best of him. He put up 100 yards and a touchdown on him. The only other receiver to put up 100 yards like that on him was Davante Adams this year. And he can do it against man. He can also do it against zone. You'll see him here running a dig against the Niners, playing cover 2. He's going to sit down in that window.
Right.
He identifies coverages as well as any receiver. But what's special here is what he can do after the catch. He's in an actual literal pentagon of defenders here. And watch what he's able to do to get out of this. I've never seen a spin move like that. He basically goes to the ground, spins out of this, and he turns a moderate gain into a big play. He's an explosive play machine. Oh, yeah, against the #1 defense in the NFL. So he's just a big play machine. His ability to get vertical and make plays after the catch. And this is what Justin Fields needed, not just the #1 target to help him maximize his abilities, but it also, as an organization for the Bears, now you can really truly evaluate what you have at quarterback and Fields, because with the lack of talent around him, you couldn't really fully evaluate him as a passer last year either.
Nobody really stepped up, and DJ Moore, I love his game. You love his game. You and I have worked together for 7 years now, always saying like he's so unheralded and underrated. I like that for him, though, and I like that for him going to Chicago to sort of sneak attack on everybody. The big playability, if you look at it, he's been in the league for a bit. 2018, he ranks 5th among receivers in explosive plays in that time, which is really amazing. And then, there you go. Anything else? We good?
No, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it for the Bears, excited for Fields. I know Bears fans have been waiting for a receiver like this probably since Brandon Marshall. So it's going to be a fun time in Chicago this year.
Hamilton, don't undersell it. The Bears didn't have a single receiver go over 500 yards last season. Now they have Moore and Claypool and Mooney. and Fields is going to rock it out. They're going to the Super Bowl! Final Four style. We'll be back on Up and Adams.